Good morning, Winthrop Vikings! Today is Friday, October 8th, and we are following a Day 5 schedule. The 2022 yearbooks are now on sale. Order yours to ensure the best pricing. There are various posters around the school with QR codes. You can also go to jostens.com to buy the yearbooks on the website. See Maggie Doiger and Mr. Donnelly with any questions.
As students are trying to figure out what to do after their time here at Winthrop High School, students have many choices from going into a trade, the workforce, or attending a university. College is a time to grow both socially and find out what career path you may want in the future. Here at Winthrop High School, we host the annual College Fair, which will be taking place this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. in the school gym.
The College Fair is an event where lots of different colleges come together to show off their different attributes to students to find out which could be a good, easy fit for their educational journey. Here with that story is Donovan Cassidy.
Hey guys, this is Donovan Cassidy with Up Winthrop, and this week Winthrop High School is hosting the College Fair. The College Fair will be Thursday, October 14th at 7 p.m., and this is where colleges from all around the country and state come to Winthrop High School, and it allows our students to learn more about college and talk to their representatives. What to do after high school is always a big decision for our seniors here at Winthrop High School, and it is never too early for any student to start their research. Whether they want to go right into the workforce, seek out a trade, or go to a university, the possibilities are endless for today's graduates. For students that are interested in pursuing higher education, there are a multitude of things that come into play when making these life decisions, like location, school size, what majors they offer, the total cost of the program, and school culture. The College Fair here at Winthrop High School can seriously help our students out, and they can take advantage of their resources and weigh out some of their options. This year's College Fair includes over 50 total colleges, including some favorites like Salem State, UMass Amherst, and Boston, and UNH. We caught up with guidance and a few high school teachers to find out their pathways and how they made this life-changing decision.
There's a lot of factors that you want to think about when choosing a college. You want to think about distance from home, major, if they have your major or not, or if they have many majors in case you want to switch or you find yourself wanting to switch majors. And one of the major factors I would say is price. We've had kids get into a lot of different schools, but because of financial aid, they end up going to one over the other.
Hi, I'm Miss Moore. I went to several schools. I went to the University of Illinois, both campuses, the one in Chicago as well as the one in Champaign-Urbana. I attended the University of Barcelona, and I went to California State University at Los Angeles. I have undergraduate and graduate degrees in, I have an undergraduate in Spanish and Spanish literature, and graduate studies in the history of art and architecture with minors in studio art. And I also have a graduate degree in educational administration, which I received from the Cal State LA campus.
So some popular colleges, I think it goes in waves. You know, some years kids go out west, some kids like to go down south in the southern schools, but around here I'd say there are a few colleges that are pretty popular. UNH, a lot of our students apply to. Salve Regina, Roger Williams, both in Rhode Island. Salem State is a popular one. UMass Amherst, also pretty popular.
I went to Salem State. I've got my undergrad there in history, and then I actually got 2 masters from there, one in teaching history, and then another one in special education.
So I went to college, my first year I went to Northeastern, and then I found out it just wasn't the right school for me. I didn't do all the things that my guidance counselor told me to do, which is ironic, but I never looked at it. I just knew it was in Boston. I knew I was going to commute, so that's what I decided, and I rapidly found out it wasn't the right fit. It was just, for me, it was just too big.
I'm Mr. Parsons. I went to Loyola University, Maryland in Baltimore, where I studied psychology and literature. And in terms of recommending a college to somebody, I say follow your heart and go wherever you feel the most comfortable.
Okay, so students should start the process to at least start looking at schools, I would say in your junior year. I would really recommend, if you are able to take the SATs, you should take it May of your junior year. But as early as you can to start looking, I think is important. if you didn't start junior year and now you're a senior and you feel like you're a little behind, you're not. I would say you'd want to be done with the application process by January 1, January 15th. But if you're a senior right now and you're thinking, I haven't started anything, the most important thing is to meet with us.
Yeah, I studied at, I got my degree from Stonehill College. I have a degree in Spanish as well as history. The best advice I could give you for college is a couple pieces of advice are work hard, especially your freshman year. You don't want to start off, with a low GPA and feel like you're scratching and clawing to get back. Get involved. I did a sport that was a lot of fun. I played varsity tennis, and most importantly, as someone who loves to travel, if you have the opportunity, study abroad. Go for a semester to a foreign country, anywhere. Do a service semester, preferably someplace warm, and it's an experience that'll stay with you for the rest of your life.
So I went to the University of Massachusetts Amherst. I picked it one because the price, the price was right. I got in-state tuition. I got the Abigail Adams scholarship as well. So I think I could really say when students are picking colleges, just be very aware of how much it's going to cost you. You think you're coming out of college and going to make $1 million, but hopefully you are, but the first beginning part of it is you're probably going to make some beginning wages. So just make sure that you're going to be able to afford to pay that back, and you're going to be able to afford your college package that you choose. I also picked it because the location. I wanted to be close enough to home, but further that I could come home whenever there was any issues, but also further enough so that I felt like I was on my own. My final decision was because it was a big school. I wanted a lot going on. I wanted there to be various clubs, various activities. Northampton was right there, which is kind of a small city to be close by. So I would definitely say price, location, and size are definitely things that you want to look at and think about when you're picking a college.
I went to Salem State and I got a degree in accounting.
Now we caught up with some seniors to see which colleges they want to attend.
So my top school is MIT because I'm a big math person, and they have the best math program in the country. And I'm also going to apply to WPI, Northeastern, local schools like that.
My dream college is also a Reach college, but my dream college is Wentworth Institute of Technology, mainly because they're a medium-ish school with around 17-to-1 student body to teacher ratio. And really it reminds me a lot of Winthrop because it is a close-knit community while still having that college feel to it.
One of my top choices right now is University of Tampa.
My number one college choice is Salve Regina University.
Other colleges I'm applying for are probably also state colleges, just in case if my Reach and/or my other safes don't work, because they seem to be giving out a lot of money for things that are very simple or for people who need it, who are still wanting to go into college.
My first choice is UNH.
I want to go to Alabama because Nick Saban recruited me.
I'm probably going to major in mainly an engineering program. I'm specifically thinking of doing computer engineering or maybe a computer science. But other than that, I'd probably pick something close to biology, maybe even some kind of nursing career.
Make sure you guys go attend the college fair this Thursday at 7 p.m. in the Winthrop High School gym to get some insight on what colleges are a great fit for you. That's all from me this week. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Donovan. Make sure to check out the college fair at Winthrop High School on October 14th.
For our next story, October means that we are now midway into our fall sports season. There will also be a Fall Fitness Festival October 23rd, 2021 at Miller Field 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. You have the opportunity to take 3 different fitness classes in a rotating schedule, all at Miller Field at Winthrop High. Look out for these posters to sign up.
Now on to an update of our fall sports teams with Wake Up Winthrop's very own David Buckley.
Our sports teams are holding up pretty well this season as they're making a lot of strides in the NEC. We have a whole handful of updates this week with sports with football, golf, boys and girls soccer, cross country, and volleyball. The football team dealt with a rough loss to Danvers last Friday, but are looking to bounce back this week as they take on a conference rival in the Gloucester Fishermen. This week, the Vikings are looking to take first place in their division with a win on Friday as they look to improve their playoff chances. We interviewed football captain Ian Harris and defensive end Victor Marquez about the team's expectations for this week.
I think our biggest strength this year has been our defense. I think on the defensive side of the ball, we always execute pretty well, and we're usually able to get off the field when we need to.
Our biggest strength is we finally got some healthy players back, some starters, and we just faced the Wing T team last week, and now we're facing another one this week, so we should be good.
I think our team is really close, and we could just have fun whenever we're together, whether on the field playing, we're at practice, we're team dinner, running ramps, whatever. We just always have fun.
This week I'm expecting the whole team to be locked in. Took it on the chin last week. We need to be better, we need to watch more film, have better practices, etc.
I think we just need to be more consistent all around and just come together a little more on offense.
A lot of things we can improve on. Our eyes on defense, our steps on offense. Just as a whole, as a team, we need to improve.
The girls volleyball team had 2 big wins this week over Mount Alvernia on Monday and Masco on Wednesday, and are looking to keep up their momentum going forward into their next game against Swampscott, who they had a tough game against but fought hard and got the win. We caught up with senior captain Elle English to get more on the team.
As far as our record goes, we're not doing the best. We could be doing better. But as far as how much work everyone's putting in to be better for the next game, I think we're doing pretty well with that.
The soccer team has had a tremendous amount of success this season, as they are currently 8-2 on the year. The team's record is also the best that the team has ever had in their program's history. We interviewed soccer captain Zane Bauer and Gustav Hemingway.
Our team's biggest goals for this season, I would say, is winning. Just winning as many games as we can, see how far it can take us. We have a really strong team, and who knows? With the hard work we put in every day, due to our coaches, I think we could go really far, and our aim is definitely to win the whole thing.
Our goal throughout the season is to obviously win the NEC and hopefully make it through to the Division 4 playoffs and win everything.
One thing I think we could work on is our communication. I feel like when we're on the field, we don't talk enough, we don't yell at each other enough, to be honest, but that's something we can work on, and our coaches remind us every day that that's what we need to work on, and once we get that down, we're going to keep going. I think our biggest strength this year is definitely our midfield. Our midfield, we do really well to run up and down, get back on defense, move around in the midfield. Coach always tells us, midfield got to work hard, and that's what's bringing us our success thus far, and we're going to keep doing it.
I think so far the players made the biggest impact is definitely Gustav. Big goal scorer, he's handed out some assists, and he's been overall great.
The girls soccer team had 3 games, winning 1 out of their 3 games this week, with them going head-to-head against East Boston with a score of 5-0, and coming up short, losing to Peabody 4-0. This week, they're looking to turn it all around and to get their team back on track. We caught up with Reese Broden and Maya Grind for more on how the team wants to improve.
So I think the 3 games was definitely a bit tiring, but 2 of them were super close. Hopefully the 3rd one's a win, but I'm so excited for the 3rd one, and I think the 2 ones are really good.
It's definitely pretty tiring after doing 3 games in 1 week, especially since they're pretty good. So right now we're just working on pushing through and getting through them the best we can.
I think the biggest strengths of the team are definitely the defense. Manuela, Julia, Summer, Abby. We're definitely the best at defense.
Our biggest strengths as a team is probably how close we are. We work really well together, and you can definitely see it on the field. Also, our biggest strength is probably our goalie, Manuela. She's just amazing. She had over 20 saves last night against Peabody, so she's a really amazing goalie.
I think we need to improve on when we get a kick, like a goal kick, or Manuela kicks it to us. The forwards have to just work on settling it and being in front of the ball and getting it up past the 50 to the other side.
Our biggest things we need to improve on is probably communication. We're struggling with that on the field. And then probably just finishing and shooting. We're having a little problem getting the balls into the net, but as soon as we can figure it out, we should be great.
As you can see, our sports teams have had a lot of success and have a lot of potential. Good luck to them for the rest of the season, and we hope that they all do well. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, David. Make sure to support our fall sports teams as they play through the season by getting out and supporting their games. Let's try to pack the stands.
Moving on to our final story, on Monday, social media platforms Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp servers were down and completely off for 6 hours. This got the team at Wake Up Winthrop thinking, when does screen time become too much? Here with a deeper look on this is Victor.
Many of you might have found yourselves unable to use some social media apps on Monday afternoon due to the social media blackout. Recently, there's been a lot going on around social media and internet usage, and that's what we're here to cover today. This past Monday, Facebook and Instagram were both down for around 6 hours, making it unable for users to refresh their pages or make any posts. Naturally, people were concerned and didn't know what to do. Between these apps, video games, and social media in general, students spend many hours a day in front of a screen. In some parts of the world, including China, they are looking into imposing limits on the use of technology, including a new law in China limiting video games for youth to only 3 hours a week. Today, we're on a mission to find out how much time students spend using technology from gaming to social media and what they thought about the idea of trying to decrease their screen time. Chris Capuccio, on average, how many hours a day do you spend on your phone?
I'd say probably around like 4 or 5 hours. I'm on my phone a good amount.
Cap, check that screen time.
Let's pull it up right now.
Whoa, what is that? Whoa, hold on. 2 hours on TikTok and 2.5 hours on Snapchat.
That's a problem.
Wow. How many hours a day do you spend on your phone?
I say like 6.
Well, according to my iPhone report, it's about an hour and a half a day.
What app do you use the most, you think?
Either Snapchat, Instagram, or TikTok.
Instagram, bro? How would you feel if you were limited with the time that you have on social media? Like, let's say you only had like half an hour on TikTok a day.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, that'd probably be a little challenging at first, but I think in the long run, I'd probably be better off for it. I'd be on my phone less, be able to make better connections with people,
Of course.
Absolutely.
I don't think that there should be force there. I think people should be able to decide for themselves. And that's kind of like becoming an adult. So I don't think I would agree with like a government coming in and forcing you to use your phone a certain amount of time. I don't think that would be like a free society.
Do you think there should be time limits on the apps we use?
No, I don't think so. I like to just go through my phone whenever I want. If there was time limits, I wouldn't be able to do that, so no.
Would you consider yourself a screen-ager?
No.
Wrong? Do you think social media and technology in general affects people's mental health?
I'd say absolutely. How? I really don't know that. You have to ask a professional for that one, but I think it most definitely does affect their mental health.
I definitely do. Just from personal experience, if I'm on my phone a lot, I feel like less energy and less ability to like do work. So I think that it makes people kind of lazy.
I think that it affects like if they do their homework or not, or if they do their work during school.
Are you talking from personal experience?
No comment.
All right. Technology is a great tool that we use every day, but it also has some negative impacts. The most important thing is to just find the balance. That's all we have for this segment today, and back to you guys at the studio.
Wow, thank you, Victor.
Well, that's all we got for today, folks. Have a wonderful weekend, and there's just one last thing to say.
Roll Vikes!